Shaq, obviously this wasn't the ending that you wanted personally, but I saw you walking off the field with Coach Diaz, kind of had his arm around you. What was that conversation like? If there's anything you can share, that last moment walking off the field with Coach Diaz.
The last moment, it was really like just the closing to the chapter, started with me and him. And for me, it's ending tonight with me and him. So it was just, that sharing that moment, very special moment for me. I don't think y'all understand. I'm going to try to. I don't think y'all understand that that's my guy. Through it all, ups and downs, I don't regret nothing. I'm a king for life, will always be. I will be at every game I can be at next year, but that moment, just a lot of people won't understand it,
Shaq, there are a lot of seniors across the country that are sitting out bowl games because of the NFL draft. What made you want to play in this game?
What made me want to play in this game? Every guy in the locker room. I don't know, a lot of people make business decisions, but it's something in me that I can't, I like to finish with my guys, The game's so deep to me. So it's just really finish with my guys, I can't put my team out there knowing that they would be better with me.
Hey, you guys were able to pretty much bottle Tech up in the first half, especially in the rushing game. What changed in the second half where Tech kind of got away and kind of did their thing in the second half?
The usual things that lead to a successful drive on offense. It's usually fatigue, and with fatigue comes everything else. You can't think as fast as you want to because you're too busy, worrying about, your current physical state and things of that nature. But that's what all I would chalk it up to because, like you said, the first half, it was really something. Even in the second half, too, it was a lot of good defense being played. I believe so.
Shaq, you got to play a lot with Sam Brooks today. Your impressions of him in his first start, and he actually led the team in tackles today.
Sam's first start, to me, was immaculate. Immaculate. I don't think he didn't know until, Pink made his decision that he was going to be the guy, and I think it's hard to do. It's really hard to do, and I think he came in and played great, All we do is ask him to run and tackle, effort and tackling is all that, you need to be on our defense. We could teach you how to cover, we could teach you how to blitz, we could teach you how to, pass rush, but Sam just played with effort, and that's what I love from a young guy, He may not know everything, doesn't have the experience yet, but Sam played his behind off.
Shaq, could you ever have imagined this game ending this way? I mean, your thoughts generally on how this season ended?
Well,
Not the game, the whole season and this game, ending up the way it did.
So this season or the game? I'm sorry.
The whole thing, the season and then...
Well, the season, everybody has high aspirations, especially we did, and it's a disappointment. When you set goals and don't reach them, that's as clear-cut as it can be. It's a disappointment. But it's not a regret, It's nothing like that. But, of course, you would be disappointed when you set goals and aren't able to reach them.
What would you tell the younger players now, or what are you telling them?
Oh, I'm telling them to get to work, We got a lot of dogs. We got a lot of young guys returning. My senior class was like 8 people. I don't think there's a lot of football teams with 8 seniors, and then some of those didn't play in the bowl game. It's levels. Those guys coming back, it's gonna be scary. I'm trying to tell you, everybody that got they may have got us this year, but I'm telling you, let them guys grow up. A lot of younger guys had to step up this season, and people look at me, Mike, and Zach from the past and think it was almost effortless for us. It was not. Especially coming from high school playing offensive line, coming from high school playing safety, coming from high school playing different positions, it takes time. But with these guys getting with Coach Feely in this offseason and the stuff that we have brewing for next year, I don't think people understand. I really don't.
Last follow-up. Do you think the young guys believe that, what you just said, that it's going to be scary next year? And do you think they have that faith now after this season?
Most definitely. I mean, when anybody goes through a hardship, in my experience, you know, hardships, it makes you go harder. You know, you know, there's only one bottom, but once you hit there, or once it plateaus, you can only go up. That's how I feel, and I know that's how every guy in there feels, because that's not us. This season, that's not who Miami will be. I don't believe it. Nobody can make me believe that this is just, no, it's not going to happen. And those guys will not let it happen. These coaches will not let it happen.
This will be the last question for Shaq.
Shaq, you poured your heart and soul into this, and you also experienced the biggest, some of the biggest highs, being 10-0, to kind of what's happened here these last 29 games. As a guy who knows what it takes to be successful, what's missing in your mind, maybe from a player perspective? What do you hope that they find here in the next few months?
In the next few months, leading up to next season, you mean?
Yeah.
In off season, we have a lot of guys that had to play very big. You know, Jakai is a true freshman, playing against guys. You know, he played against some dudes this year from other teams, but we just need time and a great offseason with Coach Feely, and I believe that's going to make it work right there. I mean, people see how Greg came back after 1 year. We got a lot of guys coming back. I know for a fact we got a lot of guys coming back in the linebacker room. You know, we got a lot of guys coming back at line or D-line, DB. I'm telling you, just let them grow. Just let them grow and just watch. That's what I would advise y'all to do.